Sorry, I'm just getting my cameras right. Cool. Right, morning everyone. Happy Tuesday. I have to think about what day it is after Easter. Hope you all had a nice Easter. So, as I said, we will need some water bottles or some weights and a bench, chair, sofa, something like that. But don't worry, I can show you exercises on the floor if you don't have a chair or anything, so that's not a problem at all. So, we'll get ourselves warmed up. We're going to go through 4 exercises, 30 seconds each exercise, and we'll go through that 2 times. Bear with me a second. Go through that 2 times and then I'll show you the next 4 exercises. So let's get a little bit warm. So let's do some jogging on the spot. Get those knees nice and high. And then we do some back kicks. And then we do some star jumps. And then nice wide squat. And push those knees out. And just roll from side to side. And we'll just do some circles with our arms forward. And then backwards. Awesome. So, first exercise is lateral raise. So you can use your water bottles or some small weights. So stand with feet sort of hip distance apart, and you want soft knees, so you want a slight bend in your knee, and then just bring those up to about there. You want a slight bend in your elbow, and just slide back down. Back down like so. So if you're doing that with weights, looks pretty much the same. Back down. So I'll move those to the side. And then we've got a decline press up. So if you do have your chair or your sofa or even a bench, feet on the floor, toes on the bench or chair, and then press up. If you don't have either of those, just a normal press up on the floor. Or, if a decline press up is a bit hard having your hands on the floor and your feet up, you can do incline press up. And then back to using one of your water bottles. It's not a necessity though. Do plank taps, so plank position, like so, just checking you can see me, and then tap that bottle. So I'll move it out a little bit further. Don't have to tap a bottle, you can just tap the air. Just try and keep those hips nice and still. And then back to the bench, so one leg lunge. So because we're doing the routine twice, we'll swap legs, so keep one leg for the first round. So for example, I've got my left leg forward. So you can have your toes on the bench, like so, or flat like so. whichever one's more comfortable, and then just lunge down and back up. If you don't have a bench or a chair, you can just do lunge just with one leg first, and like I said, you can rotate. We'll change legs on the second round. Try and get that nice depth of movement. So we've got lateral raise, bottles, like so. Nice and slowly down, and then decline press up. Or you can do an incline press up or just a press up on the floor. Plank tap, so plank position, and then reach out forward, try and keep everything nice and still, and then lunge. But you can do that on the floor as well. But if you've got a bench or a chair, just one leg raised, and then lunge down. So, I'll start my timer. So 30 seconds each exercise, 15 seconds rest in between. I'll tell you when to go, you'll probably hear the little buzzer anyway. So, we'll start off with our lateral raises. Slowly down. Those of you who've got weights, great. If not, heavier the water bottle, obviously, better. Rest there. So decline press ups or incline press up or just a press up on the floor. Ready and go. Rest there, plank taps. Just move these weights out of the way. So plank position and reach out and tap that water bottle or weight or whatever. Just got the air. Reach out. Alternate between those arms. Now one leg on your bench or your chair, or if you're just lunging on the floor, remember which leg you start with, and try and get that range of movement, and go. Lunge right down, you'll feel that in the hip flexor, stretching out. Rest there, so back to the beginning, so lateral raise. In 3, 2, 1. You may find that your water bottles feel quite light, but actually you'll definitely feel that in your arms tomorrow. Raise, back down. Rest there. decline press up or normal press up. Ready, and go. Rest there, then back to plank taps. Sorry for some of you can't see my bottle, but we're just in that plank position, reaching out. Then one leg lunge, so remember which leg you had before, so swap over, get in position, head up, shoulders back, get that range of movement. Good for balance as well, as you're on that one leg. And rest there. So, I'll show you the next 4 exercises. So, we've got one leg tricep dips. We can do these on the floor as well, so I will show you. So, one leg out straight. We don't have to do one leg. I will show you with both legs. So, one leg out straight. Just rest that other leg there, and then dip back up. You can have both legs out in front. Dip back up. Or if you're doing it on the floor, just make sure you bend those elbows. So that's the first one. Then squat and press with your water bottles or with a weight. So feet slightly turned out, slightly wider than hip distance, and then squat down, press up. Nice fluid movement, so when those water bottles come down or that weight comes down, squat down. Then with your legs raised, so nice and straight. And then we're crunching up and touching this arm, my left arm's touching my right toes, back down, and then switch over through right hand touching your left toes. If you haven't got a bench or chair, kind of knees up and just do a crunch, like so. And then side plank, so on your elbow, and then hold that position, and because we're doing 2 rounds, obviously we'll swap sides. Cool. So, we've got one leg, tricep dips. As I say, you don't have to do one leg. But if you do one leg, obviously swap over on the second round. So, bend those elbows, use those triceps. And then second exercise, squat and press with your weight or with your water bottles. Then legs raised, touch your toes. Alternate in between. And then side plank. So both feet up on your chair or bench, or you can do a side plank on the floor. Not a problem. So, tricep dips, both legs out or one leg. Ready, and go. Try and keep that bum nice and close to that chair or bench. Or if you're doing it on the floor, just make sure you've got those bends in at elbows. Next exercise, so squat and press with your weight, or you can just do squats without a weight if you prefer. So in 2, 1. Squat nice and low. Next exercise, so feet raised, reaching across. In 3, 2, 1. Reach across and touch your opposite hand to opposite toe. And then we've got side plank. So on your elbow, both feet up on the bench or chair, or you can do this on the floor. So ready. I find having my arm up straight like so helps me keep that balance. These hips nice and high, so they're not dipped. Nice straight line here. Rest there, so back to the beginning. So one leg tricep dips. So remember, if you did do one leg, which leg you had out in front, or if you just got 2 legs, not a problem. Bum nice and close to the chair or bench. Should feel that. So squat and press. So get your water bottles or weight. Ready, and go. Water bottles come down, squat back down. Leg raise. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Then side plank again. Apologies, you're going to see the back of me for this one. So both feet up, or you can do it on the floor, not a problem. Ready, go. Try and keep those hips up. Rest there. So, last 4 exercises. So we've got a military press. So, pick your water bottles up or your weight. I'll show you the weight as well. Feet slightly wider than hip distance. So you want your elbows like so. And then press up, back down to that position. Don't lock your knees out. So if you're doing it with weights, just literally same movement. Try not to touch those weights at the top. Just keep them not very far apart. Press up. And then mountain climber with your bench. Or you can do a mountain climber on the floor. And you can quicken those up then. And then glute raise. So, again, I'll show you these on the floor. So one leg on your bench, one leg raised, and then raise that glute. Raising your hips as well. So we'll swap over legs in between. Not in between, on the second round, sorry. And then if you're doing that on the floor, same motion, one leg in the air. And then lastly, step up raise. So, one leg on the bench, step up, step back, and then that leg that was on the bench comes back as well, and then alternate legs. Like so. Good boy. Take some thinking about. Just as long as you alternate those legs in between, and then when you come back down, bring that leg back in a lunge. So we've got military press, so with your water bottles or weights. Mountain climber, so you can do that on the floor or with your legs on the bench. Glute raise, and then step up, step back. So I'll resume my timer. So ready, and go. Press out. Mountain climber either on the floor or with your feet raised. Ready, and go. And that knee to chest. Then glute raise. So again, either on the floor or one leg on the bench. And then we'll swap legs on the second round. And go. So keep that one leg up in the air. Raise those hips. Use those glutes. And then step up, step back. If it's easier, just use that one leg to start off with. So raise up, and then use that same leg. Just going to move my weights. Go. Step back. Step up. Rest there. So back to the beginning, so military press. Ready. And go. Then mountain climber, either on the floor or with your legs raised. Ready, and go. Rest there, glute raise, last one of these. So remember which leg you had raised and swap it over. And you can do this on the floor, one leg on the bench, and go. Slowly bring that leg down. Rest there. Last exercise. So step up, step back. In 4, 3, 2, 1. And then step back, step forward, up. Rest there. So we'll now do a stretch. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's just quite nice to bring in some other variations of exercises rather than all body weight. So we'll do hip flexor stretch. So one leg out in front, push those hips forward. And then with that same leg that's back, reach across. You get a bit more of a stretch. Swap legs. Remember, hold these stretches for about 15 seconds, so push that hips forward, reach across. And then with that same leg that's forward, straighten that out and then push back those hips. It's a nice hamstring stretch. Sit back, point those toes towards your head. Swap legs. And then bum on heels, and then stretch out. So forehead on the floor, stretch those arms, try and sit back. And then we're going to slowly move around to the left. Push into that shoulder here. Should feel a nice stretch all down that side of the body. And then move around to the right. Again, push into this shoulder. Then sit up. I'll just show you to the side. Your hands in the small of your back, push those elbows together. Chest up, head up. Then nice wide feet, drop down, let everything hang down. Should feel a nice stretch on those hamstrings again. And then slowly roll up. And then bring feet together. Do a quad stretch. So push those hips forward, heel on bum. Try and get that balance. Swap legs. And then stretch up, put those fingers, and then slightly turn to the left, and then to the right. Hey, you're done. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you enjoy all the rest of the classes later on today. See you later.
Thank you, Zoe.
Take care.
Bye.